Some golfers say good luck on the first tee. Ian Poulter says nothing. He just delivers. Eyes like he's seen the future, trousers you can spot from the moon, and a Ryder Cup record that gives Americans the Sunday scaries. This is Ian Poulter, the Postman, because at the Ryder Cup, he always delivers the point. Who is the Postman? Ian Poulter's career wasn't built on major championships or World No. 1 rankings. A late bloomer who came up through Europe's mini-tours without the polish of a prodigy, he carved out a strong, if unspectacular, resume. Multiple wins on the European Tour, 3 PGA Tour titles, and a peak world ranking inside the top 5. Impressive, but not era-defining. In week-to-week stroke play, Poulter was a dangerous contender, yet rarely the headline act. Until the next Ryder Cup rolled around. In match play, under Europe's banner, he seemed to grow wings. The nervy four-footers that bedevil ordinary careers turned into his oxygen. He stared down major champions, World No. 1s and home crowds, thriving on pressure instead of shrinking under it. From Valhalla to Medinah to Paris, Poulter proved that team golf revealed a version of him the regular circuit rarely saw. Ruthless, unblinking, unshakable. That's why the Postman isn't just a meme, it's a title bestowed by his own teammates. They noticed that when the shirts turned blue and gold, Poulter's heart rate dropped, and so did his putts. Result: point delivered, envelope sealed. Why he's different? Match play brain. Poulter plays one opponent one hole at a time. No strokes gained spreadsheet, just vibes and venom. Emotional ignition. He treats six-footers like lie detector tests. Pass and the crowd explodes. Fail and you'll hear about it in the team room. Relentless body language. The stare, the stride, that was always in walk-off. Intimidation via polyester. Special deliveries. 2004 debut, Oakland Hills. Rookie Poulter makes his first Ryder Cup appearance and wastes no time. He wins his Sunday singles 3-2 over Chris Riley, giving Europe another point in what turns into a record 18.5 to 9.5 victory. For Poulter, it's the first taste of team golf on the biggest stage, and a hint that this format might be his natural habitat. 2008, Valhalla. 4 points in a losing cause. Europe loses the cup, but Poulter is their lone spearhead. Playing 5 times, he racks up 4 points, only losing once. The top scorer on either side. He beats Steve Stricker in singles and looks utterly unfazed by the Kentucky crowds. This is where the myth begins. Give him a flag, give him an opponent, and suddenly, he's a problem no one wants. 2010, Celtic Manor, the origin story. Europe edges a thriller 14.5 to 13.5, and Poulter is in the thick of it. He takes 3 points from 4 matches, including a singles demolition of Matt Kuchar, 5-4. By now, teammates have a nickname for him, the Postman, because he keeps delivering. After Wales, it sticks for good. 2012, Medinah, the 5-birdie madness. Saturday evening 4-ball, Poulter holes 5 birdies in a row alongside Rory McIlroy to flip a match that looked lost, keeping Europe's hopes alive. On Sunday, he beats Webb Simpson 2-up, sealing 4 points from 4 matches and igniting what becomes the greatest comeback in Ryder Cup history. Poulter doesn't just ride momentum, he manufactures it out of thin air. 2014, Gleneagles, grit and glue. On home soil, Poulter isn't the fireworks this time, but he's the glue. He halved 1 4-ball with McIlroy, claims a half in the singles against Webb Simpson, keeps spirits high, and plays the role of emotional conductor. Europe cruises to a 16.5 to 11.5 win. His personal stat line? Still undefeated in a Ryder Cup singles. 2018, Le Golf National. DJ signed for a parcel. At 42, picked despite modest form, Poulter justifies every ounce of faith. Europe routs the Americans, and Poulter tops it off by beating World No. 1 Dustin Johnson 2-up in singles. Paris parties long into the night, while Poulter jokes about actually doing a postal round with the Ryder Cup. 2021, Whistling Straits. 1 bright stamp on a bad day. Europe gets crushed 19-9, their worst loss in modern history. But Poulter, now 45, still finds a way to put one last stamp on his legend. A 3-2 singles win over Tony Finau. It keeps his perfect singles record intact, 6-0-1, a streak that alone makes his Ryder Cup resume one of the scariest ever assembled. The numbers: appearances 7, team results 5 wins for Europe. Overall record 15-8-2, 16 total points. Top 10 in European history. Singles record 6-0-1, unbeaten. These aren't spicy takes, they're audited receipts. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. So what makes Poulter, short-range menace? 8-footers aren't just putts to him, they're duels. He stalks them, stares them down, and more often than not, wins. The chest thump. Equal part celebration and theater, but also a live wire for teammates. His way of sending a jolt through the team room. Selective memory. Poulter doesn't carry misses with him. They're gone before he's walked off the green. What matters is the next stroke, and he convinces you it's going in. Wardrobe psychology, loud trousers, sharp spikes, Union Jack belt buckles. If his outfit shouts, it dares his putter to back it up. It's intimidation via tailoring. If Poulter isn't the Ryder Cup GOAT, then who is? Let us know your favorite in the comments. Why Americans groan and Europeans grin. Poulter is the ultimate "oh no, not him again" opponent. He doesn't just beat you with birdies, he beats you with inevitability. His Sunday record looms over the week like bad weather. It's hard to focus on your Friday 4-ball when somewhere in the back of your mind you know the Postman is waiting to deliver. That aura explains why US fans boo with a trace of respect, and why European captains keep finding room for him, even in seasons when his stroke play resume looks thin. See 2018. Legacy in one breath. Not the most wins, not the most majors, but nobody has a scarier Ryder Cup stare. Poulter built his reputation not on trophies, but on moments. At Valhalla in 2008, he was Europe's lone bright spot, clawing out 4 points almost single-handed. 4 years later at Medinah, his Saturday birdie blitz lit the fuse for Europe's miracle comeback. In Paris, he squared up against World No.1 Dustin Johnson and beat him head-to-head. Time and again, he turned pressure into performance and performance into a persona. That's why the Postman is more than a nickname. It's an occupation he never fails to deliver on. Thanks for watching. We'll keep delivering great Ryder Cup content, so don't forget to like and subscribe.